Every Monday night, the small town of Elsham plays host to the practice sessions of a local choral society, the Snowdon Colliery Welfare Male Voice Choir. Although originally a miners' choir, the closure of the coalfield means that they now draw their members from all walks of life and from a wide area of Kent. Some of their singers do a round trip of over 50 miles to attend the weekly practices. So what is it about the choir that continues to attract members? Peter Heavens is the choir's secretary.
Well, I came to this area about 6 years ago, and when I used to live in Dorset, I was a member of a choir then. I loved it so much that when I moved to Kent, I had to find a choir. And I found Snowdon, and here I am. Well, at General Secretary, I take all the minutes. I keep all the records of the members. Nothing to do with concerts. I have nothing to do with concerts at all. I do everything else except the concerts. I like the camaraderie of being in a choir. I mean, I didn't actually sing in a choir till I was over 60, which is quite surprising. I have been singing in musicals like Gilbert and Sullivan and things like that for all my life, but never in a choir. So I liked it so much, so I came here. Here we are.
Why do the choir and singing appeal as a hobby, though? Long-standing member Richard Jonas recalls joining.
20 years ago this year, I joined. I went up to listen to a practice one Sunday afternoon. I found out at half-time that I joined, although I don't actually remember signing anything. So having gone up for one practice, I've been there ever since.
Well, when was it? About 80 years ago, 90 years ago, they found coal. Actually, what they did was they were trying to build a tunnel under the channel to get to France, and they started building it on the cliffs. What they found down there was coal, and so they decided to come inland and see if they could find more coal, and they found a lot of coal. As a result, there was 5 or 6 coal mines called the Kent coalfields.
With the influx of these miners came a great many Welsh, and it was from amongst the Welsh that the core of the idea to begin a male voice choir began.
Every mine had its own choir and its own band, and we are now the last remaining bit of it. We're the last choir of the Kent coalfields.
Despite the mine's closure in the 80s, the choir still enjoys widespread success in the local area and further afield.
We do around 20 or so, some years 25 even, concerts a year, which is actually quite a heavy schedule. It's probably heavier than many, many professional choirs.
The choir has also been involved in much larger projects, such as concerts in Hyde Park and Cardiff Arms Park. They've also performed in towns and villages across England, Wales, as well as France, Belgium and Holland. During these events, the choir has raised an estimated £750,000 for worthy causes. The choir will be attending the Royal Albert Hall in 2012 with almost 1,000 other singers, and among them the newest and youngest member, Charlie McMacken.
Well, my dad, he's a percussionist for about 4 or 5 different bands in the area, and he knows the conductor's wife. So through sort of a chain of people, I got introduced to Michael, the conductor, and he said, come along, you know, we're always looking for new people. They were very welcoming. As soon as I turned up, everybody was happy to meet me and shake my hand. Being a new member, frightening at first, but because you just get all this music, tons, a big huge folder of music that you've never seen before. And as good as I think I might be, you know, I'd never seen any of those songs before, but right away on the first song, the guy next to me jumped right in to help me. So, you know, I was able to tune myself off of him, and he gave me pointers, and it was very nice. You know, my first day there, I already made some friends, very welcoming.
However, as the choir moves into the future, is the fact that they are made up predominantly of retirement age members or older an issue?
Well, our average age is 66, and even with the arrival of young Charlie, who's 18, the average age is still 66.
Many people that I know say, oh, that they're not worthy of membership, or that they can't possibly perform at concert standard. And I've tried to explain to them that you get up to concert standard by constant practice, and that there are many people like myself who even after 20 years can't read a sheet of music as a musician would. but simply learn by rote, by practice.
We get a couple of people to join who are 40, 50 years old. They might come for the first time and stuff, but we never really outreach to a younger group. I'd love to be part of something that recruited a bunch of young people.
The choir does seem to have several ideas or schemes to help reach out to a younger audience of possible members.
We hope to attract 2 boys from local schools who are very keen on singing, and if we like them and they like us, we might give them a scholarship payment for a year, see how it goes.
Regardless of the future, it seems certain that the choir will continue to uphold the strong traditions and sense of community that did not die with the mine.